Good afternoon. So today is May 12th, the feast day of Saints Nereus, Achilles, Domitilla, and Pancras. All you angels and saints, please pray for us. So today I just wanted to share what I do on a Monday. It's like my weekly reset for cleaning the house. Sometimes on the weekend I don't really have that as much time as I'd like to clean, but what I've gotten in the habit of doing on Mondays is to just pick up everything off of the floors in the bedrooms and just run the robo vacuums so that they can be cleaned while I'm working. So that has been a very big help with keeping the house cleaner and tidy throughout the week. And then if there's anything anything cluttered throughout the rooms, then I put them back or hang them up. Lately, I've been experimenting with having a catch-all box. I have like this cube box that's collapsible, so I just pull that out, set it up because it's collapsible, so you can put it back together, and then I just pick anything that's out of place and put them in there. And then later on, if I have another 15 minutes break throughout the day while I'm working from home, then I can just put those things back. So, oh yes, I forgot to add. I'm working as a software engineer, so I work hybrid 2 days in office and 3 days at home. So my work from home days are Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And usually Monday is like my big reset day, and that's why we're here. On top of that, I just wanted to add that I was looking for ways to add um, more points of prayer, or like improve my working days, especially when I'm working from home. And I found this article that was very helpful. This was found on Catholic Women in Business, but I think this can apply to anyone else. It's pretty general. So the first one was to start the day with prayer. And that I definitely agree with. I've been starting to do that more every day, and I notice on the days when I do morning prayer, then it really helps. It really helps to kind of just offer up your day and offer up any sufferings, works, joys, and errors to God. So that's been really helpful. And usually, what I do for my morning offering is I do the 5 wounds of the crucifix offering, and that's like where you kiss his 5 wounds and offer those as acts of as an act for Jesus. So yep, that's what I do for morning offering. The second point was to pray for people in different life situations. So sometimes when things get tough, it's been helpful to think about people who don't have that situation, like who don't have that problem right now. So an example would be like the other week I've been struggling with work, and I would just like be feeling really down about being so stressed out about how difficult of the problems that I was working on, and to the point where I was like, oh, I don't think I can do this, things like that. And when I think about it this way, it's like, oh, isn't it great to be able to have these kinds of problems because you're blessed with having a job? A lot of the crosses that we have come with blessings, and the cross that this gives is from the blessing of being employed. Right now in tech, there's still a lot of companies that are doing mass layoffs, and people are still unemployed, even in the tech industry. So it's really, when I think of it in that way, I will pray for those people when I'm having those struggles, and then usually that puts into perspective like the blessings that I have in my life. So the third topic was to discern whether you need to make a change. And this is a good one where it puts you in the situation of really sitting there and praying for all the things that you're working on, and especially the ones that you're having difficulty with, and asking God to see if you need to make a change or if there's something that could be done better. So really that's just spending the time with Him and walking with Him and having Him work alongside you on the problems that you're having. And then maybe making a change really will be what would be better for you. So those are always good things, at least for me, when I'm having a hard time, to think about and ask Him about whether, hey, is this working towards your will, or do I need to make a change? And yep. And then as far as point number 4, when the day is done, place everything in God's hands. That to me is the most difficult because as a software engineer, it's very easy to just work 24/7. We always have our laptops with us. So it's easy to just open it and just start working any hour of the day. There are many times that I have burned the midnight oil, many times that I've worked over 8 hours, many times I've worked until 4 in the morning, and also, unfortunately, many times that I've worked on Sunday. And I brought this up to my spiritual director, and he said that yes, working on Sunday is a spiritual or a mortal sin. And when you have a mortal sin, it causes a wound on your soul. And when that happens, that's when the evil spirits can come and attack you, because they, and that's where you can feel like you're getting spiritual attacks. So I do notice, like, when I do work on Sundays, or when I look back at the times when I did work a lot on Sundays, those were usually the times I struggled the most and had very difficult times. So definitely this point is, personally for me, going to be very difficult, just because of the culture that is in tech. So, but it also really is part of setting your own personal boundaries and being aware of that and honoring those boundaries. So that was the last point, which was point 4. When the day is done, place everything in God's hands. At the end of the day, just lay all the work that you have left at the foot of the cross, leave it in God's hands, and trust that He will take care of it for you. So hopefully that was helpful. I think those are some good points for me as well to continue working on and adding into my daily life. And aside from that, let me know if there's anything that I could pray for you. And yes, I'll be praying for you, and pray for me if you can. Thank you. Bye.